Eric Name.
Chris, can you just take us through that final play? It's a counter to that set you guys run all the time with you having the Iverson cut across. Just what were you going into that play thinking, and what did you see from Drew?
It was a set that we put in a couple of days ago, actually. Just to give a couple of different looks out of one of our sets, and we saved it for the end. I think Drew made a great scoring cut, and Giannis found him wide open, made a great pass, and Drew collapsed the defense. And then from there, it's just a rotating scramble game. They ended up getting the ball back to Giannis for a nice dunk.
For you, just to see Giannis dunk it from there, I mean, he's almost beyond the 3-point line when you pass it to him, no dribble, and he goes in for a dunk. What are you thinking as you pass it over?
He's got to finish it. I mean, when you see, he has that much space around him heading towards the rim. He's one of the best finishers in the game. So at that point, it's like basically saying good luck to the team to figure out how to stop him at that point.
For you defensively, they went to Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, just pick and roll action the whole time, and it's you and Giannis switching. What was that like, and how much do you think you guys have grown in like the last month since you've really started to do that more consistently?
Yeah, I think we're showing signs of improvement. Changing things up a little bit as far as personnel-wise, as scheme-wise personnel. I think we did a great job of making them shoot over us, take tough shots, and then when they did get to the rim, try to make them finish without fouling. I think Drew was great. He made a huge play to step up and make PG make a tough layup without fouling.
Steve McGargy.
I mean, y'all have heard about your defense and how it supposedly isn't as good as it's been the last couple of years. What does this say, the way y'all were able to close this game out, holding them scoreless for the last 4 minutes there, just in terms of what y'all can still do defensively?
It's a step in the right direction. We have to prove it by doing it over and over again, not just for one game or 2 games. But I think tonight was a great sign that we're heading in the right direction as far as defensively.
Zora Stevenson.
So the lobs to Giannis becoming kind of like a game day tradition at this point, whether it's a read or it looks like a set play, out of bounds, whatever it may be. For you as the facilitator, what's the key to executing that situation so that it's successful?
I think it starts with first looking at the defense and then, giving Giannis a look, or he's giving me a look that he sees something or he feels something. And at that point, it's just, throw it up. I mean, put in the spot that he can catch it. Not a lot of people can jump with them or have a length with them. So, it makes my job easy that I can throw it to a guy that, has got those go-go gadget arms.
And for you, when you see that he's got nobody behind him, like no defender behind him, is that an indication like, okay, yeah, I can probably kind of throw it up and he can go get it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think, that's a perfect way to say it, that, if he's the last guy and nobody else is behind him, not, like I said, not many guys can jump with him. So if I just throw it right over their hands, he's going to go catch it. He's going to finish it.
Eric Woodyard.
What's up, Chris? Congrats on the win, man.
Hey, man, what's up?
And that line looking crispy, too. for y'all, man, once y'all lost the 5 in a row, it was a lot of talk. Is it panic? Is it all of this? Take me through the emotions of, being from there to where you guys are now, where the narrative changes within a couple of weeks. Like take me through just that mindset of where you guys are now compared to just where the last 5-game losing streak.
I mean, I said it all at the beginning of the season that, we're going to go through rough stretches. The end of that road trip and the beginning of that homestand was, one of the lows of the seasons. But we stuck with it. We talked, we had some great film sessions. We stayed together as a team. Right now we're on the high. Hopefully we can keep that going, but at some point we might, hit, a low again, but the thing is to stay the course, stay together, communicate, try to be on the right page and try to figure out how to get everybody on the same page to win.
One more to Jim Ozarski.
Hey, Chris. Well, we've been asking you since the last week with Drew, going through the steps where he's finally on the court and obviously in the final minutes there. What did that mean, I guess, to have him, finally back with you guys?
I'm happy to have him back. He knows that. I've been giving him crap for, the last however many days or weeks or months it seems he's been out. But, the impact that you can see that he made 2 winning plays. The first one was on the defensive side of challenging Paul George at the rim without fouling. And then 2, making that scoring cut and then collapsing defense and finding, pat in the corner, swung to me. I ended up getting it back to Giannis. But those type of plays that, you know, don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet all the time, but they're winning plays, they're huge plays that we need.
All right, thank you, Chris.